Hey guys! So today's video is going to be one that I'm very excited about. It is my Vampire Diaries book review / comparison video between the TV series and the book series. I have not read the whole book series. I have only read, actually, this is the book cover that I have. These books were made back in like the 90s, like the early 90s. I think the first book came out in 1991. And since then they have made like additional copies or whatever of it, and I actually have the first two books, the first four books. I don't have them like all four separately books. I have the first two together, which is this thing, The Awakening and The Struggle, and the second two, I'm not sure what the names of them are, but they're in the same, like, you know, double book like this one is. So I've actually only read the first book, which is The Awakening. And I wanted to do, this video is going to be both of those books combined, so it's going to be The Awakening and The Struggle, but right now I'm just filming The Awakening so that way I can get it fresh out of my head. And then I'm going to film the Struggle book review and then just add it onto this, and then I'm going to film the, like the TV series comparison to the books, you know, even though the TV series right now is on like season 3 or whatever. I can still compare like some stuff back and forth. Okay, so right now I'm just going to talk about the book series, not the TV series at all. Okay, so the first book, it starts off with it's not really in Elena's point of view. Sorry, let me back up. The whole book series is about Elena and then Stefan and Damon. Elena is just a normal girl. She goes to school. She's kind of like the queen of her school. She goes to Robert E. Lee School in Fells Church, Virginia. And she's the typical, like, I don't want to say snotty, but she kind of is. She's like kind of like a bitch. Sorry to say that, but she's like the typical, like, I don't know, bitch of high school. Like, she's the queen. She owns the high school, basically. You know, she can get anybody to do whatever she wants, and she's super boy crazy, and she thinks she's entitled to everything. And that's how Elena is portrayed, at least in the first book. I haven't read the rest of the books. You know, I don't know if her character evolves. I really hope it does because, sorry, TV reference here, the Elena in the TV series is, like, amazing. So, I don't know. That kind of brought me out of reading this book a little bit, just because I was expecting somebody completely different, and this Elena is kind of making me hate her in this book. But anyways, okay, off topic. She goes to school and blah blah. She has a boyfriend, Matt, at the beginning of the school year, and she decides to dump him because he's just not giving her what she wants anymore. She thought she found something with him. She thought she could spend the rest of her life with him, but it ends up that she just doesn't have what she's looking for. And so before she's even broken up with Matt, this new guy comes to the school. His name is Stefan, and she sets her sights on him. Like, once she sees him, she's like, I have to have him. I'm going to do whatever it takes to have this guy. I don't care if he likes me or not. I'm going to have him. And that's the mentality she has throughout the whole book. And that's basically what this whole entire book was about. The whole first book, The Awakening, was basically her just trying to get Stefan to fall in love with her. Or like trying to get Stefan to be hers. Like she was going to own him, kind of. Which really annoyed me a lot. I mean, the book was okay, I guess. It just wasn't what I was expecting, you know, from watching the TV series. It wasn't what I was expecting at all. And so he ignores her. Hold on, let me back up really quick. The way the story is written, it's not from Elena's point of view. Like, there's just a narrator that narrates the whole entire thing. So there's scenes with Elena, there's scenes with Stefan, there's scenes with her other friends. Her other friends are Meredith, who is her best friend, Bonnie, who thinks she's psychic, but we haven't really gotten to that yet, so we don't really know much about that. And then her, like, ex-friend, Caroline. There are scenes with those people. Oh, and Matt, her ex-boyfriend. There are scenes with those people that don't involve Elena, so I'm pretty sure it's not from her point of view. It's from the point of view of everybody, and it's just a person narrating it, like the author's just narrating the story. So that is basically, crap, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. So yeah, the story is basically about her trying to get Stefan to fall in love with her. And Stefan he just came back from Italy. That's where he lived. That's where he was born. He just came back from Italy and thinks that he can stay in this little town and not get noticed or whatever, because there's this whole backstory with his brother Damon that we don't find out about until the end. So he's a vampire, which you obviously know from the beginning, and you know, everybody knows what the Vampire Diaries is, but he's a vampire. And Elena doesn't know that, and he's trying to stay away from her because he thinks that he's going to hurt her and all this stuff, and she just, you know, she has to have him. And her friends, this is kind of in the beginning of the story, her friends Bonnie and Meredith find her at the cemetery where she's at her parents' grave. Totally forgot to tell you about that. Her parents died 3 years ago. And she's living with her aunt and her little sister, Margaret, who's like 4 years old. She's living with her Aunt Judith and Margaret. And so Bonnie and Meredith find her at a cemetery at her parents' grave, and they start talking about Stefan and all this stuff. And I guess Stefan like ignored her at school, and she like started crying and got really upset, and that's why she went to the cemetery. And they make this pact with blood, like they each prick their finger and put it together and make a blood pact, that they will do whatever it takes, whatever Elena wants, to get Stefan to be Elena's. Like, how stupid does that sound to you? I'm sorry, but like, this girl is like, she just seems so shallow and just stuck up, and I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see. Hopefully, I really hope she gets better, because I'm obsessed with this TV show and I want to finish the books because I have all of them right now, so I'm not going to not read them. Let's see. Oh, and so they finally get together because Stefan ends up rescuing her from this other guy called Tyler. He rescues her and he brings her back to his house, and they kiss. And they like instantly fall in love, you know, like seriously, it was like one kiss and they're like boyfriend, girlfriend, like head over heels for each other, in love. And I understand it's supposed to be like this, they're supposed to be like soulmates and all this stuff. And it's basically like Twilight, where there was absolutely no plot line, you know, regarding their love. It was just like instant love, like seriously, like 1 second instant love. And that really bugged me because nothing ever happens like that. And I know it's supposed to be like, oh my gosh, every girl's dream, you know, but it just wasn't believable to me. And even now, like after they had their kiss or whatever, I still didn't believe their relationship, because they had so many problems, because Stefan was keeping stuff from her, you know, that he's a vampire and he has this, you know, thing with his brother going on, and so he never opened up to her. And she writes in a diary, which I totally forgot to you about because it's Vampire Diaries. She writes diary entries throughout the whole entire like book, and they're put in here. And crap, I totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh, in her diary entries, she talks about how, like, her and Stefan, he's, like, pulling away from her, and, like, she thinks they're gonna break up, and, like, that's the whole entire time, the whole entire book, basically, since they've been together. Like, she doesn't seem happy. Like, she never says anything good about him, which is, I'm just like, I don't believe this love story. Like, this is supposed to be an amazing love story, and I don't believe it whatsoever. Anyways, rant aside. Wow, already 9 minutes long, and this is only the first book review. Okay, this is going to be like a 30-minute long video, or actually I'll probably just do it in 3 separate videos. That would be a lot easier. Let me finish. Anyways, okay, so that's like the Stefan and Elena love story, blah blah blah. And there's like all the little side stories with her friends and the school, and like this dance or this Halloween thing that they're doing at school, and his brother Damon. People have been getting attacked ever since Damon came back to Fellows Church, Virginia. People have been being attacked, and at the end a big thing happens, and like there's this scary like misty stuff, and like all this stuff happens, and you end up finding out that it's Damon. Sorry if I ruined that for you. But yeah, it's just, the story was okay. It's just like, I don't know, it just wasn't very believable, and I really do not like Elena at all. She's such like a stuck-up bitch. And I don't know, I don't believe that they're in love. And it really sucks because I'm so for Elena and Stefan on the show. So sorry if I offended the Damon and Delana fans out there, but I am. That is it. Okay, well, here's, I'm just gonna end this video right now because I'm probably going to make 3 videos out of this whole thing, or maybe just 2 once I review the next one. Sorry, talking way too long, ranting way too long. Like this video if you liked it. Stay tuned for the book 2 review on The Struggle. I'm actually in the middle of reading it right now. Yeah, that's it. Go check out my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.